Fans, welcome to the Frenzy, powered by Savannah State University. We have a ton of games on tap for your viewing enjoyment this evening, but as always, we're going to begin with our featured game.
That's right. It's the Chevy Tailgate Tour tonight, making a stop in Richmond Hill as the Wildcats open the season against Johnson High.
That's right. Richmond Hill playing their first game of the season. The Adams Smashers fell on the road last Thursday at Toombs County. This week, for the Tailgate Tour, we hooked up with the gang from Coastal Chevrolet and the teachers and faculty who are doing a little bit of tailgating there at Richmond Hill High School.
And it's exciting because it's the first home game. We've got a lot of support. The kids are pumped up, the adults are pumped up, the students are ready for it.
The Wildcats fired up to take the field after watching everyone else play the last couple of weeks. First-year head coach Josh Eads looking to get the season started on the right foot. It does. Wildcats open with a heap and helping of Ronnie Harris. The gain of 12 up the middle, going to get the offense going. Later, Harris going to get the call again. This time he finds a path to the end zone. Touchdown Richmond Hill. With the point after, it was 7-0. More from the Wildcats in the second quarter, this time through the air. Quarterback Xavier Bryant Long throwing long for DJ O'Neal, who makes the catch for the touchdown. Point after would fail. 13-0 Richmond Hill, and the fans were loving every minute of it. The Johnson offense looking for a spark. Looks like quarterback Raekwon Green going to be sacked, but somehow he gets out of it and picks up nearly 30 yards and a first down. But the Richmond Hill defense going to put things on lockdown. Smashers looking to throw deep, but Montrell Washington there to break up the pass at the goal line. Richmond Hill goes on to win this one 20-0 the final.
The Chevy Tailgate Tour is brought to you by your local Chevy dealers.
All right, now out at South Effingham, the Mustangs up 17-0 to start the third quarter. Blue Jackets with the ball. Andrew Krivas, is you ain't my consistency. He picks up some nice yards here. Then on fourth down now, do not seek the treasure. Southeast Bullocks seeking the treasure and fails. Now they're in a very tight spot. Mustangs respond. We're not one at a timing here. We're mass communicating.
Come on, this is from
Jake Elliott.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
I don't know where this is from. I was just handed this. Goal line try here. A jumbo set allows Corey Harn in for 6. And it's going to be all South Effingham. They win 24-0. The final.
All right, let's see. We had Portal hosting Trutland County in a big region matchup. First half trouble for Portal. Chase Kirkland. Punt going to be blocked, recovered in the end zone by the Vikings. Martavius Lovett, 7-0 Trutland. Portal will then have a nice drive. Malik Williams for 15 of his 131 yards rushing in the game. Capping the drive, going to be Evan Street. He goes in for the 1-yard touchdown. Later on in the second quarter, you got a wild play. The punt going to be partially blocked. We're going to get there because here's Evan Street with his touchdown. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I am geeked up. It is Friday night. All right, later in the second quarter, here's that wild play. The punt partially blocked by Darius Huff. Alertly going to scoop it up and go 29 yards for the touchdown. Portal goes on top 14-7 just before the half. They're going to score again. Malik Williams going to go in from 7 yards out. And you know who's going to come in and make the extra point? This is my boy. I've known him since he was just a little guy. You got Jordan Aubrey coming in to kick the extra point. Got to give loves that sticks right there. 21-0 at that point. Portal with the win over Trutland. 34-19 the final.
Well, a good one at MC Anderson Field. Calvary Day taking on Bradwell Institute Tigers. Going to strike first. Trevin McCoy getting the call. He finds the hole, and then he finds some green. McCoy going to pull away from the Cav defenders and go the distance for the touchdown. Bradwell on top 7-0. The Tigers looking for more later in the first quarter. They are throwing deep this time, but the Cavs go to come up with an interception near the goal line. Calvary offense now getting to work, and this is going to be Salvador Caldron to Robert Hayward for the first down. Then early second quarter, Cavs tie things up. The quarterback sneak is going to make it a 7-7 game, but Bradwell responds. Isaiah Barnes gets the call. He's going to make his way to the end zone, giving the visitors the 14-7 lead. Calvary scores a late touchdown and wins this one 28-21, the final.
Soggy Friday night over in the Low Country. Bluffton leading Buford 8-0, but the scoreboard change of Bobcat quarterback Alex Davis calling his own number. He spins and gets in for the touchdown. Point after fails. 14-0. Later in the second quarter, Bluffton's offense on the move again. The middle screen going to Laquan Washington, who's going to pick up big yards into Buford territory. Moments later, Bluffton getting into the end zone again. Take a look at the hard run by Eric Bryan. Breaking tackle, spinning and diving. He's in for the touchdown. All Bluffton in this one. They beat Buford 26-6, the final.
A wet start at Hilton Head Christian. The Eagles hosting Bible Baptist. Christian up 6-0, and the defense going to help extend that lead. Ryan Barrett going to come up with the interception, and he turns that into a pick six. Barrett all the way for the touchdown with the point after. It was 13-0 Eagles. Hilton Head Christian offense back on the field later in the first half, and they're going to make it a 20-0 game. The pitch goes to Andy Ballard off the right side. Ballard going to break a couple tackles, and he is going to pull away, and when all is said and done, he goes for an 80-plus yards for the touchdown. Hilton Head Christian wins this one 54-32, the final.
All right, let's go ahead and get Dave Williams in here. It's time to get the bearded one on television.
Right. Dave, once again on the road, making stops in Reedsville and Bryan County.
That's right. Reedsville was where the Beach High Bulldogs, they're hitting the field tonight. The Dogs 2-0 on the season, looking to remain undefeated as they battled host Tattnall County in this one. And Tattnall County will get things cranked up on their first drive. Check out quarterback Nate Smith. He will call his own number here for the nice gain as they will be in business. A few plays later, it's Darius Mincy finishing off the drive with a short TD scamper, 7-0 Battle Creek Warriors. Then on the ensuing kickoff, Beach, well, they will play a little hot potato with a football. Get a fork and stick in this thing or something, would you? As it keeps bouncing and bouncing. Finally, the Battle Creek Warriors will recover it deep in Bulldog territory, and they're in business again. It didn't take Tattnall County long to capitalize. Marquez Bostic goes around in, and he takes it inside the 5-yard line. A penalty will push them back a few yards. Darius Mincy, though, says no problem with that. He scampers into the payoff pasture. 14-0 Tattnall, and the Battle Creek Warriors cruise from there to the 35-0 victory. Bryan County taking on Claxton a few miles up the road. 13-zip Bryan County at halftime, but the Claxton offense comes alive in the second half. Check this out. Cornelius Taylor handles the high snap, finds Sean Mincy way downfield for the big gainer. 2 plays later, the Tigers cash it in. Tevin Turner makes his way to the happy hunting ground. 13-7 Bryan County. The Redskins offense, well, they would go to work. Trey Smith with a short TD run, and it's 19-7, and things are looking pretty for Bryan County, and they look even prettier as they go for 2 and get it as Jeremy McClendon takes the handoff and finds the end zone. 21-7 Bryan County at this point, but Claxton was far from done. They answer right back. Cornelius Taylor goes deep, and there's a wide open Darvis Small on the receiving end. He's touchdown bound. They went for 2 to cut Bryan's lead to 21-15. And the Tigers come roaring back. A big second half comeback, 29-21, the final. So there's a look at what went down at Tattnall County and Bryan County. And Claxton, who hasn't looked real good the last couple of weeks, will give them credit tonight. They went in with a nice second half comeback in Pembroke.
And Beach with that 2-0 start, they got knocked back down to reality a little bit. Tattnall County, a tough place to go play on the road, and the Battle Creek Warriors taking care of business tonight in a big way.
They did indeed.
All right, thanks, Dave. Time to take a quick break. You're watching The Frenzy right here on WJCL News at 11. Stick around. Welcome back to The Frenzy. Tell you what, folks, we had a big old rivalry game out in the pit tonight.
That's right. Whenever Toombs County and Vidalia get together, a big crowd is on hand tonight, and Lions, either the Bulldogs or Indians, would suffer their first loss of the season. Vidalia 2-0, and the Toombs County Bulldogs 1-0 heading into this one. Well, Toombs County, they were looking to come out and get going, but this one would be a defensive battle in the first quarter. Mobley here with the sack on Jordan Black on 4th down. It's going to give Toombs County the ball, but they don't do anything with it. So next drive for Vidalia, it's going to be Quintarius Jones with the carry, but this one's going to pop out. But luckily for Vidalia, they fall on that one. A few plays later in the second quarter now, Jordan Black with the keeper, and he's going to find the sideline and find some running room, and he'll be gone for the touchdown. That makes it 7-0 Indians. Now Bulldogs trying to get something going. Jamar Smith with a nice run here, just running over people, carrying people with him, getting the first down, but Toombs will end up turning over the ball. So the Indians, they're going to drive it all the way down the field, and then it's going to be Devin Johnson who's going to punch it in. This one will count. Vidalia is for real. They shut out Toombs County 42-0, the final. RTCA, they would be up by 1 to start the second half, 15-14 against Bullock Academy. Just 3 plays into the half, it's Rico Rogers who's going to get the rock, and he'll be gone for the touchdown. That makes it 22-14 after the extra point. Then Lanier Olaf with the keeper for the Gators, and he's got the first down and a little more. On 4th and short, it will be Rushing. He'll get the first down and some as he goes right through the Crusaders defense. And then Olaf to Dylan Humphreys for the touchdown. Bullock Academy doesn't get the 2-point conversion, and they go on to lose this one 43-34, the final.
Groves looking to move to 2-0 on the season. They were in action out of Garden City taking on New Hampstead. The Groves defense making some noise to start this one. Daniel Prescott in for the tackle for loss. It would turn the ball over to the Rebels. Ensuing drive, the handoff going to Devin Nixon, who picks up a couple of nice blocks, and he's off to the races. Coming up, you're going to see him go in for the long touchdown. Groves going to go up to 7-0, but you know what? The Rebels not done. Coming up, more from the offense. Short pass going to Trayvon Johnson. Johnson going to pick up some good yardage and a first down for Groves. Later on in the drive, goal line carry going to go to Jamal Stevens, who's going to get 6 on this drive. He's going to go in for the touchdown. All Groves over New Hampstead. 52-7, the final in this one. Out of Memorial Stadium, you had Windsor Forest and you had Savannah High. Savannah High up 12-0 at the half. Knights not getting the second half started too well. The pitch and the fumble. Eric Newton there to recover for Savannah High. The Blue Jacket offense comes on the field, and it's going to be Newton doing it on that side of the ball as well, as he'll take the handoff. He goes in for the touchdown. It was 18-0 at that point, and at last check, that was the score we had from Memorial Stadium. If you know the final, let us know. Hit us up. It's all good, but we had Savannah High on top 18-0. Time to get Chelsea McDonald in here. Chelsea spending the evening down in Darien, where McIntosh County Academy was hosting Liberty County.
That's right. Last week, Liberty County with a big win over their rival Bradwell Institute. Tonight, the Panthers looking to make it 2 wins in a row as they hit the road for MCA. We start this one in the first, 7-0 Panthers. Bugs quarterback trying to get things going, and Calvin Holmes with the interception. Where did he come from? That sets up the handoff to Jamarcus Lotson. Lotson shaking off a few tackles as he hustles down the sideline, moving the chains. Now, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Lotson runs it in for the Panther touchdown to make it 14-0. 2 minutes left in the first. Quarterback Walker Franklin showing off his arm to Jaquez Williams. The extra point is good. 21-0 Panthers. In the second, Franklin dumps it to his main man, Lotson, and Lotson rumbles down the sideline for some big yardage. Couple plays later, 4th and long for the Panthers. Franklin tosses the flea flicker to Richard LeCount, who then throws it deep to Williams for the touchdown. The Panthers are on fire, 28-0. The Bugs trying to get on the board. Brandon Morin connects with Devin Williams. He breaks a few tackles. They can't stop him. This drive consisted of 3 plays, 29 seconds, ends with Daquan Drake with a nice spin move and then flying into the end zone. But that wouldn't be enough. The Panthers take this one 45-14. The Panthers are looking good both sides of the ball, guys.
And that's 2 straight wins now for Liberty County. Of course, last week they knocked off the rival Bradwell Institute out there 10-9. So that's 2 wins in a row. And a big story there, Richard LeCount, he missed the 2 first games for Liberty County. And Richard LeCount, of course, one of the most talented players in the country. Just a sophomore, he's back in the lineup, and we saw him there making an impact tonight.
I was going to say, you see the difference him in the lineup makes. And I mean, they're a good team without him, but they're an even better team with him. That's
you got
for sure.
That right. Thanks so much, Chelsea. All right, time to take another quick break. We'll be right back with even more here on The Frenzy. You're watching The Frenzy on WJCL News at 11. Stick around.